probably show up better on a phone rather than click. Rather than on our computer. So I figured I would do this one on my phone. What? So I can't see what you guys are saying just yet. So if you're coming in and saying hello, then I'll see it in a minute. Oh, that's not going to show up there. So we're going to have to move it. We're going to have to, let me see. If I were streaming through that, I'd be able to see it there. But since I'm not, then I can't. So I hope y'all had an awesome day. What's today? Thursday? Did you guys have a great Thursday? We did. I got a whole bunch of paint in this week. So if you have been wanting to get some paint, now's your time because I've got titanium white in stock. I've got midnight blue in stock. I've got bright gold in stock. I've got that black cherry from Resin Art in stock. I've got Fairy Art Mother in stock. I have almost everything except for I'm waiting on a color obsession and I need to put in a La Rose order. But everything else I'm stocked up. And you can get 15% off using code New Year's starting today and throughout the weekend. And I'm doing a BOGO on New Year's with an S. You can do New Year or New Year's. I have them both in there. And I'm doing a BOGO on Too Faced Chameleons. Just order them and I'll double the order. Is Oaklawn sold out? All right. I may have some of that in stock, but not uploaded, so I will check on that Oaklawn today. Also, I lowered the minimum for getting a scratch off for this weekend to $50 instead of $100. So for every $50 purchased, you get a scratch off, and no claims have been made on any of the prizes. So they're make an order by. They're all available, right? Vam's about to leave me to go make an order. Anyways, today I'm gonna do a light blue, maybe a light blue and silver marble, very cowboysy, very vamp. I am mixing up my ace of resins.
Sandy Sanders says she got her package. She sent you an email.
My package sent you an email. Sandy, can you send me a text? Because I'll get to it way faster.
Hi.
And so, yeah, I'm going to do marble. A lot of people want to know how to do a unique custom marble for their house, for a client, for a kitchen, for a bathroom, whatever. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Super easy and super awesome.
Jenny Higgins says, I have some stuff in my cart to place an order, and since she's new to resin side, what are some of your favorite colors? Or what would be maybe good colors for her to start with?
So Jenny, if you get a mystery box and tell me some of the colors you want to work with, I can send you my favorite of the colors you list that fit within the parameters or the price point of that mystery box. But I will tell you some of my favorite colors without knowing anything about what you're going to paint. Titanium white I'll be using today, or snow white from Color Obsession, dark turquoise from Color Obsession, bright gold from Just Resin.
Susan Campbell said she sent you a Venmo for her invoice. Did you see that?
Susan, I did get the Venmo, and your parcel shipped out today. I started shipping out winter sale.
Keep in mind it
today.
is New Year's weekend, so most things probably won't go out till Monday.
Bright gold from Just Resin, dark turquoise from Just Resin, violet from Just Resin, midnight blue from Just Resin, light aquamarine from Color Obsession, Color Passion base. I could go on. I have so many favorites. I'm using Art Coat for this. It's the best for anything that's going to be white because it has the best UV resistance and it's got 2-hour working time. It's amazing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Melissa. That's horrible. I hope we can bring you a little bit of
We'll make sure you
smiles.
Hey, and I made it through COVID. Anyone can make it through COVID because I didn't even get to the hospital and have help. They can fight through it.
I hope he makes it.
Everyone fights through it now.
I almost bought one, but thought it had acrylic stuff, and I have plenty. I'll do it. Thanks. Can't wait to play with clay with you and Rhonda. I don't have acrylic stuff in my shop, so I don't know. But just let me know what colors you want to work with, and I'll fill it up. And I'll let you know when we're gonna be down at Rhonda's again, so we can try to make our clay date happen.
Next media girl says you're amazing. I love you. That is
Marcy! Hey, lady. I know I still owe you a package. I'm just waiting on more acrylic to be available for me to cut. Okay. Let's mix colors. Bowie sounds like he's having quite a time doing whatever it is that he's doing. So I'm going to mix a light white and then make it a little bit darker. And I'm going to mix a Milky Way. I'm going to mix a dark blue and I'm going to mix a light blue. That is way too much. In fact, I'm going to mix my something. You're good. I can contort around. I'm looking for my, where might be? Ooh.
So Susan Lathrop uses polymer clay, and she mixes resin and polymer clay all the time.
Oh, you work with polymer clay? That's fun. I love clay. But we're going to be throwing, and I'm so excited because I love to throw.
When is the class? Is it booked up?
I'm not sure if her next class is booked up. I need to reach out to her and see what's up with that. Oh, no. Yeah. I'm actually going to have a joint class with Marcy of Mixed Media Girl in February. If you guys are interested, you can buy a ticket to the class. And if you get a ticket to the class through my website, I can give you a 50% off ticket to Marcy's portion of the class. And Marcy Garrick was in here yesterday. Okay, so for the dark blue, I'm going to mix some Color Obsession Prussian blue. It looks super dark in the jar and online, but it actually is a very vibrant, beautiful color blue. I'm not mixing a lot of my colors because if you look at a marble, at least the marble that I'm going to be basing my piece off of, it's mostly white.
Media girl says it's going to be a blast and nice. I think to that guy.
Oh yeah, it is going to be a blast for sure. I'll see if Rhonda can come up. Hi, Bubba. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm also going to mix up some Celestial Sky from Resin Art.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Love that color.
I always overload my powder, so if you guys are at home saying I use too much, I mean, you're not wrong.
Blue.
And it looks chunky now, but just wait. It's like a magic trick.
And it's a good blue. It's not a tea. It's a true, like...
It's blue.
Blue, yeah. It's in the blue family, not the teal family.
All right, so for the white, I'm going to use just a hair right now, and then I'm going to darken it in a minute. Bowie's huffed off in, yep, he's boycotting. I am not directing today. I'm going over here.
Teresa Griffin says, I love the purple marble you did.
Thank you, TG.
Rachel S. says, that is an awesome blue. Bring on the bling.
You guys know I'm a fan of all things sparkly.
Yes.
So I just want this to be milky. I want to be able to see through it. Okay.
Please go through the colors again, Betty Birdie.
So Betty, I'm using Prussian Blue from Color Obsession, Celestial Sky from Resin Art, Lorez Angel White, which I'm out of, but I do have Just Resin Titanium, which is very, 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 very similar. And I'm going to use Milky Way from Resin Art. Or Shooting Star, because she wants to make things confusing for me and everybody else.
Stephanie Crowder said, I literally said, yay, when my notification popped up.
Aw, thanks. So glad you're here. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get notified sometimes.
Mixed Media Girl says she finally paid the invoice for the painting yesterday.
Oh, sweet. I'll get that boxed up for you. Thank you for your support, Marcy. It means super much to me. This is going to be beautiful. So excited. Even your phone's excited.
My phone's super excited. It's like perfect timing.
Okay, first I'm going to actually dust on some blue. This was a blackboard. I dusted on some white. I didn't want to fully cover it because I like having depth of color. So I'm going to add some blue as well. This is Shapewell's, not the color. Tiffany. That is not Tiffany blue, but okay.
Well, isn't the color.
Well, it was, okay. Laugh at my pain. Laugh at my pain.
I mean, I see how you can read that.
I mean, it's on the exact opposite side of what the color is.
Susan Lathrop wanted to know if by chance you knew if the package went out yet?
Susan, is it from the winter sale or like an order?
What you?
So I like to fog on, all right, colors. That'll give me some depth. I'm not going to open the window, but you guys should and wear respirators because
Otherwise you'll get hot.
Reasons.
Melissa Crocker is watching on the big screen. Yes, the winter sale, the cat pick in the ocean.
Oh, yeah. That one has not shipped out because I have a lot to stand off on the side of the cat picture painting. But
She did hear you were a little under the weather for a bit.
I was under the weather for quite a bit. However, I vowed to get them all out like before the 3rd. Sam's doing her best to hold me to it, and it's one of my New Year's resolutions is to throw some resin there when I spray painted. It'll be fine. One of my New Year's resolutions is to get stuff out in a timely manner and do better about answering emails.
What is this from? What's happening here?
There was resin here that I didn't see, and then I added spray paint.
Oh, so it won't look over.
So it's.
Rhonda's in the house. Hi, Rhonda.
Rhonda was like, let me see what this crazy fool is doing, trying to do a finish. Rhonda, let me just start by saying, don't judge me. Listen, this is just going to have to be, I bet that was satin spray paint. You guys, if you're doing this at home, don't be in a rush like I am. Okay, now I'm nervous. I have some heavy hitters in the room. Okay, I'm going to first start with my Milky Way. It's better than all the other sparkly things, Rhonda. I mean, y'all.
I'm drinking a margarita and watching my favorite artist, Rhonda says.
Oh. You don't want to share Milky Way with me?
Header right next to you. Thank you.
I know, but you're always here.
That's true.
Oh, y'all, I haven't had a drop to drink. That just shows you how nervous I am. So this is going to look very rough until the end. Y'all just have to like stick it out with me to see the beauty. It's not going to be a long one. That's not what he said. Okay, now I'm doing my milky white, which doesn't look very milky right now.
No, it's more glue consistency.
It is very gluey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's okay, because we'll just add more clear to it. Water it down some. I always have resin left over in a bucket for situations like this.
It's better to have more and waste a little resin than not have enough.
Make
Always.
coasters.
Or even, I mean, yes. But at worst case, it's better to not have enough.
For sure.
Especially like counter things.
No pressure. All the pressure. I know Rhonda's sitting at home just laughing at me already.
Drinking a margarita.
Very jealous,
That
by the way.
happen. Maybe she jumped when you jumped. That would be
Yesterday?
No, right now when you just jumped. Maybe she jumped too.
She is a very jumpy cat, isn't she? I'm not going to throw that away because I need some opaque white. I could have, but why make it easier on myself?
Okay, just wondering. Tiffany also wants to know if you have Opalon glitter in.
I'm pretty sure I have some Opalon over there.
Let me go look.
Oh, Bam's going to go check for y'all. Is that resin?
Yeah, my good jeans, man.
Take them off and put them in the wash. It's actually not enough. So I'm just going to put some of this back in here. You guys, don't be afraid to make mistakes and get messy. It's going to be above the computer. You guys, oh, I have a ton apparently. I just got to put them in inventory. This could be a finish all on its own. Take you down and give you a close-up Rhonda style. Because now I feel like I have to emulate the boss lady herself.
We definitely have, I would say, at least 5 of each particle size. So if it's not on the...
It's not on the website. I just got to add them.
So after this...
yeah. Vamp will remind me.
And tell Susan, yes, I definitely do counters.
Susan Vamp does do counters. She has a couple videos on her channel of some awesome counters that she did.
I even build counters.
Ooh, finish all on its own.
Well, that's really great, actually. First, being so subtle like that. I mean, that's like a great bathroom counter. Or spa, day spa.
Spa, yeah, I could feel
Very
that.
spa. I love that. And
The cat incident. What was it? You never laugh at me. Lies. You gotta lie to kick it. You guys, I really would make this a finish all on its own. You can't really tell how pretty it is for some reason. Like the light's hitting it, not perfect.
I mean, Well, kinda, yeah. Right there it did show it. You had it in a good.
That light blue powder color I put on there is really,
Maybe.
Vamp, you're gonna add a light to the,
Yeah. I think that'll help.
right? It's still not even showing the awesome
Not
light blue
showing.
color. Where's Clara been these days? She has been very busy
So pretty.
being a grandma.
True color for sure. Oh, well, when you're done.
Yeah.
True color.
Yeah, she's been busy being a grandma. I'm not even playing. I would leave this by myself.
Video with the diamonds in the table. OMG.
I did. I actually have seen that countertop in person. All right, I'm adding a little bit more. Man, I have this whole cup of resin on the side and I didn't even. I'm special today. I'm just a special case. Now I'm making a very opaque white. So I'm adding more of the same white to my this. And it'll give another bit of dimension. Laura posted a video? Which Laura?
Well, thank you, Melody. I used, I think Grumpy in that one.
I think you did use Grumpy in your mudroom.
Grumpy or donation? But I'm pretty sure it was Grumpy. So pretty. Is it purple? Grumpy's purple?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was Grumpy.
So I'm adding just a little bit of the Celestial Sky color. And I'm going to just lightly brush over it, just skimming the top with my hand. You can use a trowel if you prefer.
Apparently, Laura Usher.
Oh. I actually...
Artfully says, hello, I seem to have just missed something. Maybe the previous finish? Oh, Rhonda's food's there. She has to go. Love you all. Happy New Year's to everyone and be blessed.
Love you, Rhonda. All right, I'm going to heat it up a little bit and put a tilt on it. Get some movement. If you can't tilt your countertop, you can still create some movement with a torch or...
I'm a big fan of torch moving. On low heat, gun moving.
Yeah.
Mixed Media Girl, $10.
I don't know where the button is. B, will you make a party sound? So I'm going to skim it this way to break it up a little bit. Try not to make a chevron look. You can also do this if you cannot tilt.
Good idea.
This is essentially just all background love. Rhonda likes to tap it out. Can do that.
Think I mean stipple it?
Yeah. I think Mike says chop it.
Mm-hmm. Tonic Red Mary said just got here. I love this.
I wish I had better lights.
Media says it's the end of the month, end of the year. Let's have a super chat party. Show ATD all the love.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Okay, now I'm going to add my dark blue lines. There's no rhyme or reason. Do I want to... Finger it? Is that what
That's
that's
what
what
we were.
that's what you and Tudor call it? I can't let you guys run anything. See, there's not.
$5.
Oh, Marcy's just gonna win the super chat of the day award. Thank you so much, Marcy. I don't know where my party button is though. All right, I'm gonna let this blue actually sink a little bit so that when I tilt it, it'll have this depth of color. You'll be able to see that better in a minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna add more white.
I like the little dancing guy in the chat.
The dancing, like avocado looking guy.
Sweetie girl said, I'll party by myself if I have to.
You'll party by yourself? If I could tip myself, I would do it so you don't have to party alone. Okay. That is super sweet of you, Marcy. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys know this, but everything that comes through the channel goes right back into the channel. I think I want to put more Milky Way in it.
Like more concentrated?
Yeah.
Because it's just shimmered the whole piece.
Yep.
Like that. Like concentrated milky lines.
Mm.
Shooting star lines.
Y'all, I will forever call this Milky Way, even though
it is shooting star on the website.
It is.
Which is artist.
I mean, can you even beat that? It's just beautiful. Y'all stick with me on this. It'll be awesome in just a second. I just got to let some of the pigments sink.
Yeah, to get this look is just really good. That fan underneath.
Mm-hmm. Where
like
it's like
because there's no other way to do that really, except
you have to let it sink.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
And let it just.
Has to let it sink. I wonder if I do it. If I change the vantage point to this way, if it's better. A little bit better.
Atomic Redhead Mary, $10. Thanks for sharing your beautiful work.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna, while I'm letting that sink for a minute, I'm gonna find that button. B, where's the party button?
Right here.
Never mind. Thank you so much, Atomic Redhead. That is super sweet of you, and I super appreciate it.
That's for Marcy.
Ugh. Okay, while that's doing that, I'm going to show you guys these from yesterday. They are already dried, and super love them. Even though they're really thick, they didn't really crack or craze. I think they'll be even more awesome after
Betty Brody was asking, are there colors that don't sink?
We put resin on them.
You sort of force these to sink, really, but she wants to know if there's colors that don't sink.
And here's the chevron scales from the smush. They'll brighten back up with resin. So right now they're a little bit on the darker side, but they are all dry. So that's awesome that they dried so quickly. There's some resin on there, Van. Just heads up.
Oh, well, I was gonna clean resin.
I will help you with that in just 2 seconds. This is alcohol. There are pigments that don't sink.
Give me a second, Bowie. I'll put you up.
The tints are top. I did force these to sink by making the translucent white. Because it's translucent, it is not as heavy body, I guess. And so it'll sink that way because it's thinner. Oh, Jenny, thank you so much. And because I heated it up before I put the glue down, I was also helping it to sink that way.
Not bad.
So now we have some heat on it. I'm going to tilt it around.
Jenny just placed her order.
Thank you so much, Jenny, for your order. So you can see how there's the white and then behind it is like kind of a shadow of the color that was in front of it. That's because we let it sink a little bit before we started manipulating it. All this right here. And that to me is something that's very indicative of marble, to have that deeper tone because it's such a deep rock.
Swamper just placed my order too.
Hey, Swamper, thank you so much. So I'm just tilting it around to give it a little bit more movement.
You're eye-catching it almost.
I am almost eye-catting it, aren't I?
Over there and up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Tilting it also helps everything to kind of be more cohesive.
I mean, what? You want this way so you can see her face? Is that better?
He just wants attention. He's ready for his close-up. Oh, he's over here yelling at me and vamp.
Cavalicious has lots of cat art eyes.
I'm just tilting it around, creating a whole bunch of movement.
And it moves a little slower because you didn't put way, like if you had put a ton of heat, that would just be like.
Yeah, if I put a lot of heat, I would have gone a little bit crazy.
Teresa!
Thank you so much, TG.
She says, you are amazing.
We love some TG.
Swamper said, you're very welcome. Order some glitter glass, among other goodies. Ooh, me too, Swamper. I got some red glitter glass today. And again.
Oh, thank you, TG.
And you might be buffering.
No, just the computer's buffering. If you reload that page, it may.
This thing?
Yeah. Where's Milky Way on your website? Atomic Redhead. It may be under Shooting Star now because she's changed the name of the actual pigment.
Melissa Crocker says it looks like cumulus clouds.
It does look a little cumulusy, doesn't it?
I need to just get out totally.
It's possible. I'm just letting it tilt around. Oh. I don't even know what that was. I think I like it. What do you guys think? Let me take you down and give you a close-up. If you can't tilt it, then just use a heat gun or a torch. Just be careful not to scorch your resin because it's super easy with all of those things. Ugh. Sorry for all the movement. Listen, if I ever do a countertop, it's going to have all the sparkle. You can also add more fault lines if you are so inclined. So this could be a finish all on its own.
Sorry.
Ooh. Or you can add more fault lines like these. I call them fault lines. I don't know what they actually are.
Tell people our chat isn't working because we've missed. Thank you.
Thanks, Marcy. So I'm going to let these sink a bit more, and then I'll tilt it again just a little bit, but not a whole lot. I may not even tilt it at all, actually, now that I'm thinking about it and looking at it. Because as it sinks, the line is going to get thinner.
Susan said she's not tried colored glitter glass. Stephanie Carter said, will you try the prism pour and resin?
I will try the prism pour and resin. Maybe I'll do that for tomorrow's feed.
Susan Campbell says, how can you get that look if you don't tilt?
I answered that.
Okay. Sorry.
Pearl color is the base. I would use Milky Way or Oyster if you don't want something quite as glitzy looking. But I think pearl with dark green, maybe that Brazilian green or Aruba sky would look super awesome. I also brought the silver over to add just a couple of highlights of the liquid silver.
She said with dark green and metallic copper vault line. I think I did that with your finger.
I did. I don't know what's going on with the computer. So I put my silver in the bottom of this cup so I could let some of the propellant soak out. See that dark silver bit there when it breaks? That's all propellant, and I'm trying to get it all to soak into this cup. Because if I just go ahead and put it on there, it's going to bloom and crack.
Pamela Martin says, so glad that you're doing this video. I want to do my crafting table.
Ooh, you should do your crafting table. What projects do you guys have coming up in 2022? Oh my God, I cannot believe it's 2022. That's 20 years since I graduated high school. Ew. So you guys can see that liquid, don't mind my nails. I love you too, Marcy. Thank you so much for coming in. Happy New Year to you as well. See this dark line on the top of this cup? That's the propellant soaking in to the cup. I put it in the back of the cup instead of the regular part of the cup because most Dixie cups like this are wax lined on the inside, but they don't do that on the outside. So that's why I use the bottom of a paper cup. Let's try another roadside test. It's still blooming a lot. So I'm going to give this just a couple more moments to soak in.
Catalicious is asking, can you resin a plastic tabletop? My mom wants to upcycle one she has for outside. Oh,
so if it's going to be outside, you really need to make sure that it's not in direct sunlight and use the UTC to keep it protected. It could pop off because of heat though, because resin is essentially just a fancy plastic. I would really, really scuff it, like sand it with
And use a bonding primer, like sticks, like a really, really good bonding primer underneath.
Yeah. STONECOAT has a really good bonding primer. You can use my code YALL, YALL, all caps, to get the bonding primer from STONECOAT, or you can get it from Rhonda. I don't have a code for her, though, one day.
Vinny Angelo says, do you ever spray with the alcohol?
So
Like granite,
I will spray with alcohol if I'm using micas and if I'm using spray paints. Like this, I mean, I can spray this one with mica if you guys want to see that.
Sweet Pea. Hi, Sweet Pea. She says, I like to use the translucent white with the Milky Way in it for a pearl look, but I'd bet that little abalone shell in it would also be a beautiful base.
That I would agree with, Sweet Pea.
People are talking about when they're graduating. Manuel says he had a pet dinosaur. Catalicious says, awesome. Thanks for the tips, ladies. More years when people graduate. Beb Brody said, I know it will peel off plastic, so it sounds like she has experience.
Sounds like Betty. Betty, did you prime it?
Sandy Sanders says there is bonding primers that are specifically made for plastic, so maybe try that. Catalicious says silver's a beautiful touch.
I think you guys will really like the silver when I give you guys a close up.
Minnie said, okay, thanks. Sweetie said, hey, Van, hope you're well.
All right.
Artfully, Adrian said, I was going to say I graduated 8 years ago, which is kind of long ago, but y'all proved me wrong.
So that's what the silver looks like. If I wouldn't have let this propellant soak out, it would have cracked like this. Yeah. I put the same thickness of line down here as I did on here, but because it had the propellant in it, it bloomed and cracked. Very important not to add too much heat after you use a liquid silver or a liquid gold like this, because it will also crack because it dries super fast. And if you use heat, then your resin's going to thin out and move and give it a way to crack.
Catalicious said, thanks so much for the tips, everyone. Sandy Sanders says, I love using that silver. Catalicious says, so smart. Also, Catalicious in her name has a little cat emoji, and it's so cute. I'm going to start putting up that.
I was going to do an alcohol spritz for you guys, but I don't have a spritzer that is vacant. That one has water in it for Jeff's airbrush. So I guess this will be it. I will do another video maybe this weekend that shows how to use alcohol and spray paint to create awesome looks, if you like. All the colors we used here you can find on our website, artisttilldeath.com. You can find the link for that in the description box below this video.
Silver made it pop. Love it, that Birdie said.
I'm a fan as well. So you guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share my video if you think it's worth sharing, and be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through.
And remember, ATD does the test,
so you don't have to. I think Jeff's asleep. You guys are amazing. Here's your dose of cuteness for the day. Huh, Bubbo? Oh, isn't it cute? Are you cute twin?
Melissa, hold strong. You've got this.
All the prayers with you, Melissa. Bowie sends puppy kisses. See, he just kissed you 3 times. All right, you guys, have an awesome night, and we'll see you mañana. Bye.
I said bye.
You almost didn't say bye. Oh, Jeff said bye too. We said bye. Y'all are amazing.